Hello, everybody, and welcome to Phoenix Raceway for round number 5 of the HRL Cup Series Championship. I am joined by Dagan Roca here in the booth. Qualifying is underway as we speak. It's not as hot as it was last weekend, but tires are going to be a big talking point today, and so will keeping the car clean. Dagan, what is the outlook for this race?
This is the first race on, I guess, a short track style of circuit. Every track before this has been an intermediate, so we'll have to see, who prevails in this flat banking shorter distance.
We will definitely see, and something I think that will be of a big discussion during this race is drivers' lines, because those are going to probably be the biggest difference. Phoenix is a track that allows you to pretty much run almost virtually anywhere and find speed. It's just a matter of how effectively you do that, and I think that's going to be a big focus today as the cars grid. And, before we run through the order, Dagan, would you like to make some win picks here?
Honestly, I think the two up front in row one are, they're pretty. I'd say they have a high chance of pulling it off. I'd say I'm gonna go with Carey. I think he's gonna get. Wait, this would be his second win or third?
I believe so. I think it'd be his third.
Yep.
I personally am going to go with the two-time race winner last season. It's, I think, his first race here in the Cup Series since Daytona, the season opener, if I'm not mistaken. I may not be entirely right on that. Cole J. Wilson.
Yep.
Won 2 races last season. Went toe-to-toe with Alexander Ortega, who is, along with his XMS teammates, that team has been class of the field, so he can... he's shown before he can go and put it to the best and even beat the best on multiple occasions. So that's who I'm taking. Cole J. Wilson, that 22. So Dagan, I will allow you to do the honors of running us through the running order.
All right, I'm not in the game, so I can't actually. I'll try my best. So, we have Joshua Carey. Oh, yes. So we have Joshua Carey and Alexander Ortega in row 1. Row 2, we have Cole Wilson and Kenneth Picas. Row 3, we have Kohler McGillen and Brendan Schuett. Row 4, we have Ronan Suarez and CJ Erdman. Row 5, we have Mike Jensen and CJ Clark. Row 6, we have Rojan Koch and Jacob Morrissey. Row 7, we have Matt Mingo and Michael Wolf. Row 8, we have Jordan White and Nathan Smith. And I think, row 9, we have Isaac Herr and Alex Martinez.
Well, thank you, Dagan. That is your starting order here in Phoenix. We go through the last corner. Joshua Carey sits on pole. He will control the start, and we are racing here at Phoenix Raceway for round 5 of the HRL Cup Series Championship, and down all the way to the bottom of the dogleg they go. They're almost 4 wide in the back. They get doubled out. They
really
get to the
low.
Bottom. Yeah, really low from Cole Wilson, who drives it in. Almost makes contact with Joshua Carey. Cole Wilson showing out early now.
It was a worthy attempt, but I don't think he gained anything from that.
Absolutely not. But, I mean, you got to try. If you're going to make those risky plays, I think it's probably better to do it in the beginning where it won't have, if you lose, half a second or a second making a move like that and it doesn't hurt anyone, then it's better to have it happen now where you have time to make up that gain in the long run. So it's definitely interesting to see drivers taking chances already, and he's right back to the bumper of Alexander Ortega as well.
This will be interesting on the tire saving sort of strategy, because last year when we were here, it was very, running. Oh, he's going to clear. No, not quite.
Oh, no, he's not.
Fucking lane, dude. Just go.
Alexander Ortega making some remarks to Cole J. Wilson, who these two, they've had their moments before. Bristol, Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Watkins Glen was a big one. Big
Yeah,
rivalry.
that was that kind of really sparked it. Bristol was only the beginning, and Watkins Glen kind of set it in stone. As here's Cole J. Wilson running the outside, already testing out the lanes.
Kind of just seeing what you can do. I believe the outside was the qualifying lane.
Whoa!
I saw a lot of people taking the high entry and then ducking low. I mean, he's getting to the inside. Let's see what he's going to do.
It's working right now. It's Cole J. Wilson to the bottom. And will Joshua Carey be able to hang it around the outside? Both drivers looking for their first win of the season. As to the bottom, I think he's going to try to get his nose underneath, but doesn't quite get it. Whoa!
Careful. You're gonna be. I mean, he wants to lead desperately. I'm assuming he's if he gets by Joshua Carey, he's just going to try to gap him as hard as he can.
Absolutely. Now, you've seen the difference in line. If you're Cole J. Wilson, you might want to just run in behind and see where Carey's faster. No, we're going straight to the bottom of the dogleg, and we're getting right up alongside that 81.
Sends
all the way
again.
to the apron. Is he going to just park it in front
there?
of him and hold him down?
I think he cleared him. Oh no, Joshua Carey's right there.
To the inside. But this worked out last time. Carey on the outside was able to clear Wilson on the inside, so maybe he'll get the run off the corner. Yes, he does. Yep. He wraps the outside, and he is clear by a good margin now.
You know, that's very similar to Legacy Phoenix, where the outside, you're able to miraculously find, just grip in the mid-corner and shoot to the lead.
Absolutely, and it creates for exciting battles like this one right here between CJ Clark and Kenneth Pikus, who Pikus
blinking. That's
gets a bit of blinking. Not good for Clark there.
Not what Clark wants to see when he has a run.
Absolutely not. We saw some interesting netcode moments in the ARCA race earlier, more specifically between Jacob Smetana and Kenneth Pikus.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Hopefully we could get that. Hopefully that clears up here as CJ Clark looking to the outside. Is he going to have the grip? Yes, he does.
He has the grip, but he doesn't have the track.
Though. No, absolutely not. Track tightens up very heavily on exit. A big, notability of this racetrack is how much it tightens off some of these corners. It more so opens here, and then it tightens off of 3.
Well, in a way, it opens up, but it opens up very late into the radius of the corner.
Yeah, which can catch some drivers out by surprise. There's a bit of contact. I think Carey got in a little bit too hot, didn't want to make the move then. I mean, he showed his nose, but I don't think that was the plan, as he is back through to the lead, and Cole J. Wilson's not having any of it.
Oh, he runs him up the track. Oh, my goodness.
Door.
I think it's too early to be making enemies.
It absolutely is.
But you know what?
This is what short track racing is about, is Carey actually loses a position to Alexander Ortega and is under threat from Kohler McGillen. The entire field's also coming in behind with him. There's Brendan Schuett, CJ Erdman, Kenneth Pikus, and CJ Clark all running in this little group with Ronan Suarez far behind, maybe wanting to gain on this group now as Cole Wilson leads from Alexander Ortega.
This is a lot like what ARCA at Legacy Phoenix was like. There's a lot of group racing.
Yeah, and I think that it's just, I think it's partly in fact that you can run different lanes. I mean, admittedly, it doesn't look like they're running different lanes now. They're all kind of just trained out a bit now, trying to just find as much grip where they can find it. As CJ Erdman, I thought he was looking up the inside of Brendan Schuett. No, he was just defending from Kenneth Pikus, I believe. As CJ Clark still trying to get the move done on Pikus in the background. I think he's going to get it this time. As it look, yes, he does. Or no, yes, he does. So CJ Clark now into, I think that'd be 7th. And now looking for 6th on CJ Erdman, who's looking to get a move done on Brennan Schuett.
Oh, that's right tight up the exit.
Jeez. Drivers leaving just enough space right now. CJ Clark jumps to the outside, looking for that mid-corner surge that is so common in that corner to get. It's how you make moves sometimes here as he looks to the inside, kind of cuts the dog leg, trying to get some ground on him. Backs up the corner a bit. Takes late apex speed and then arcs it. Probably going to arc it back down. No, he doesn't. He stays wide. And things calming down up here at the front. Everyone just kind of agreeing to single file out at this moment.
Yeah, I think people don't trust the tire duration. That's why, I mean, admittedly, Cole Wilson's got a tiny bit of a lead compared to everyone else in the pack, but I'm assuming Cole Wilson's just trying to get away from everyone, but I don't know how well that's going to work because he's not gaining much time.
Sorry,
Well,
Wilson,
I will
94
say-
is kind of shoving me.
last time that we went to Phoenix in the Cup Series, it was the current top two that battled it out for the win. Obviously, they did not win it. That went to, I believe it was it Christian Herklotz who won.
Yep.
Um,
In overtime.
in overtime, and Cole Wilson and Alexander Ortega were both caught up in incidents at the end, including
Yep.
now, substantially then for Ortega, had his race ended with one race to go in the championship.
Oh,
Ooh, Brendan Stewart got loose entering the corner. So hopefully those two drivers can have a bit cleaner of a finish today and maybe be able to finish that battle that started, months ago.
seems some people are uncomfortable driving this sort of tire saving line because there's a lot of checkups in this, small pack.
And I mean, for some of these drivers, they don't want to manage. They don't want to, they kind of just want to get up and go. Look at Cole Wilson, who, was definitely not afraid to get up and go. As actually, here comes Alexander Ortega to challenge for the lead. He shows his nose, but Cole Wilson is able to get the momentum off and just kind of drive off away from Ortega now. As I do want to bring attention to this. Brendan Stewart having the race of his life right now. He is running very well in a strong fourth. Think his best running of the season, I'd say.
I mean, he even qualified well. He qualified, I think, 5th. Yeah. So he's right now it's up to execution. Just gotta, stay here. Which I think he can do.
I think so. I mean, right now he's certainly showing that he can stay here. He's actually showing the nose to Joshua Carey, who definitely not a slow driver. So to be up here and challenging these drivers for the win, or well, obviously very preemptive to say challenging for the win because, I mean, it is lap 19 of 120. We haven't even reached triple digits yet. As here comes Alexander Ortega. He drives it in, still looking for that lead. It seems like he dives it in, doesn't have the mid-corner grip because he has to slow up so much to not wash out into Cole Wilson, and he's not able to really get a move put on here.
That's kind of just how iRacing works. Even, Auto Club, we saw that, but that's a progressive banking. But this, even on the flat, single angle banking, the outside just has some sort of advantage. I believe it's a rubber advantage. The outside has less rubber, so you're able to get a bit of a surge.
I would assume so, but I mean, naturally, I would assume that going offline would actually be worse because that's where the marbles build up.
I don't think marbles. I don't exactly know how iRacing rubber works. I know sports cars there are marble spots, but I'm not sure exactly how it works on. No, actually there are marble spots. I know if you get tight entering certain corners on certain tracks, you'll keep getting tight because you're up in the marbles. But I think it's at a certain point in the track.
Well, driver's certainly not bothered by it at the moment, as I imagine just over the course of the race it'd probably get worse, as you obviously have the tires wear. Cole Wilson still holding the lead. Alexander Ortega trying the outside. So definitely, I don't think he wants to sit behind in second. But
looking for the
you've
move.
got to work hard to pass. As here comes Ortega up the inside. He gets to his door. Oh, man. Cole Wilson barely holds him to the inside, and he just drives off the corner.
That was just a clean execution.
Yeah, that was great defensive driving right now. As here comes Brendan Stewart for third.
Is he going to make the move? I mean, they're double file for the first two spots right now.
Woo! This is a beautiful battle between the top four, and CJ Erdman also coming in behind this group, maybe looking for some opportunities. And I think that right there is what you're seeing to have the defensive driving that Cole Wilson's having. He's slightly up off the apex of the corners, leaving just enough room for them to show their nose, and then he since he arcs it back, he shuts the door off the exit and makes the car behind him get tight, so essentially aero blocking. But that certainly isn't affecting Alexander Ortega right now. Will he look
Ortega
up the inside
took the
again?
second lane. No, he's not
I think he
there.
backed out of it.
See, now he apex a little too early, so he's going to shoot up the track and lose a bit of the run. Oh, maybe not. Actually, he did that really well. Cole Wilson slightly struggled to get that line to work.
Well, CJ Erdman
yep.
going for 4th. Like
I
there,
think
he's
he's
got the
gonna
move
clear
done
immediately.
already.
But Shewitt might have the crossover lined up. Oh, he's just going to push him.
Erdman either Erdman kind of got down to block it, or Shewitt just settled in behind. So
I think maybe it's less of a risk to push the issue, you know.
yeah, definitely. As the top 6 all running in kind of a snake at the moment, with 7th, 8th, and 9th dropping back a little bit. Not, they're not so far that they're off the pack, but they are certainly, they're certainly further back than, the furthest car in line, which would be Kenneth Pikas, who I think is actually...
CJ Erdman wants to go.
I think he does. He was, 6th in line earlier, and he's now moved up to 4th, moved up to 5th. He's going back for 4th. Shewitt, I think, really got ahead there.
Pikas dropped off early, I think. He was mentioning before the race how the line you have to take for this racetrack doesn't make as much sense compared to Legacy Phoenix. He's a big advocate for Legacy Phoenix. So this new track, a bit of a change for him.
Joshua Carey cuts a dog leg, I imagine, to defend from CJ Erdman, who he knows
3 wide.
is lurking in behind him. Alexander Ortega jumps to the outside. Carey to the bottom. Cole Wilson on the middle. Now this is probably going to lead to Cole Wilson. He's got a block, and he doesn't have enough time. Alexander Ortega to the bottom. Will it be enough to make the move? Oh, he pulls up right to him. Gives him a little bit of a scare on the entry. Yeah, he clears him, but will Cole Wilson get the crossover?
Barely. He's still there.
Careful, don't wreck it now. Lap 29 of 120. The leaders are side by side down into turn 2. They go door to door and a bit of contact. Cole Wilson giving him the bumper, or well, not bumper, but running it in on his door. Alexander Ortega is going to be able to drive off now. Carey now sliding into third. Will he look up the inside? Yes, he does on the brakes, but he's not going to be able to get the move done, I don't think, as Cole Wilson's just going to get the run off the exit. He has the momentum, but Carey's not quite done yet.
I'm wondering if Cole Wilson has already used up his tires, considering, he was very aggressive on the start.
I mean, it's possible. I think if I remember correctly, this race last season was a 3-stop.
You are blinking pretty bad, by the way.
So I'm not entirely sure, if that maybe has changed. But it might be possible. As also Kenneth Pikas putting a move on Brendan Shewitt in the background. He's now going for 5th. And CJ Erdman has not made any more progress. Colin McGillen also is closed up to this pack now as well. He's looking for the move.
Oh, sideways!
Carey gets into the quarter panel of Cole Wilson. He has to check up substantially. Cole does well to hang on to the car, as Kenneth Peak is now on the back of CJ Erdman looking for the move as well. So drivers, I mean, they're hanging on each other right now.
Yeah, I think Joshua Carey getting into Cole Wilson did not actually slow down Cole Wilson. He was able to get through the corner just as fine. But the rear tires are probably really hot now.
I would assume so, but it certainly doesn't seem to be scaring him off from pushing it in the slightest bit, as he is closed right up to the back of Alexander Ortega following that. Colin McGillen looking to the outside of Brendan Shewitt. He's to his quarter panel, but not quite enough. He does get in the wall just a tad, as McGillen actually gets by Pikas. Is now Cole Wilson taking a bit of a wider line, getting the right front, getting some downforce on the right front. He cuts it back to the apex, picks up the throttle quicker, and he's going to have the run all the way down the straightaway. Doesn't try to take anything now. Carey diving it up the inside, trying to maybe get some heat off of his teammate. But right now, the top three is it's as you'd expect if this was last season. And I mean, this season it's as you expect as well. But CJ Erdman also lurking in behind for fourth. And Brendan Shewitt has not fallen off yet. He's still in fifth.
I think I noticed Ronan Suarez is now in this lead pack.
Yes, he is. He's back there, and I think that'd be 8th position. I will say CJ Clark has fallen off a bit substantially to this group. As here comes Cole Wilson to the bottom, and Carey also following suit. Cole Wilson, oh, this could be risky. Goes all the way to the bottom of the track, gets right up to Alexander Ortega. Carey's going to look underneath him, and Cole Wilson will have no momentum off the corner. He looked to the inside. I think he's just trying stuff at the moment, just to see what can work, and not letting this group really get too spread too thin. Whoa! Carey very loose off of the final corner.
Carey diving it really low.
Yeah, I wonder how this is going to work out for him, and if it will work out for him. I mean,
honestly, he made it
not
work.
Bad.
There's really no need for it.
Held on to it quite well. Oh, Carey getting kind of hashed out on the exit there. As now Cole Wilson, oh, he's trying to just hang it on the outside. Carey washed up a little bit, is going to hurt his momentum off the exit, and CJ Erdman now also looking to try to capitalize on this battle. Speaking of capitalizing on this battle, Alexander Ortega, Carey dives it in, and he gets into his door. They make contact, and that will allow Carey through, but Cole Wilson putting it right back to his quarter panel. Beautiful battle between the 22 and the 81.
The 28 is just able to let off accordingly to this battle, which is going to give him a pretty decent advantage on tires.
Yes, it will. I mean, how much more aggressive can you be without going too far? If you're Joshua Carey there, dove it to the inside, went well under the line. Obviously, you're allowed to do that here at Phoenix. Went well under the line, and well, no, that's the wrong move. Sorry. Just dove it in, put it on his door. Didn't wreck each other, but drove each other up the track. And Cole Wilson tried to arc it back to the inside, just didn't have the momentum. CJ Erdman now lurking on the back of Cole Wilson, looking to get the move on for third.
Ooh,
well, maybe not anymore.
Get the wall.
Here's Brendan Schuett.
He doesn't have. Yeah, Brendan Schuett doesn't have the arc.
No, he doesn't outside.
He has the exit.
Yes, he does. And he'll be able to cut the dog leg, which means he will hold that position for now. As also Joshua Carey closing right up to the back of Alexander Ortega in a matter of just a couple of laps. Whoa, getting aggressive here. Duking it out for fourth. Cole McGillen also seemingly getting stronger as this race goes on and as these tires progress. So good run right now from the 7 cars. Here comes Kenneth Pikas actually coming to take that position away from him right as I say that.
Do you think they're going to try to make this a one-stop race?
Surely not.
I'm not sure how long they can go on fuel.
A fuel tank going... Ooh. I mean, you take a race that is the same amount of laps.
As the intermediates. Yep.
They tried to make that a 2-stop, and it worked. Well, it would have been a 2-stop had there not been cautions at the end. But on strategy, it was a 2-stop. Nathan Smith down pit road. So I can't imagine at the same length. Obviously, very different track. You're using very different amounts of throttle.
Well, exactly, yeah, because it's a smaller track. So inevitably, you're going to use less fuel. But at the same time, you're going like slower lap times in comparison because you're having to go slower speeds.
I mean, you can do... You need to somehow save, like, let's say the fuel window is like 57, 58 laps. You still need to save 60% to make it work, as CJ Erdman going now for third.
I think Cole Wilson has used up his tires.
He definitely has. He's falling off
pretty
look at them
now.
So I wonder what the strategy is going to be here. Everyone lurking in behind like a pack of dogs, trying to get past Cole Wilson.
This might be an auto club situation, or I mean, I guess any sort of single. Oh, spinner on the inside. I think he'll be okay.
On fresh tires, on cold tires.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
yeah.
Clearly, not 100% up the temperature, so not 100% confident in the tires yet. But Cole Wilson also eked out a little bit more of a gap to CJ Erdman, but Schuett is hounding the back of the 94 car right now, as Carey's still right in behind Alexander Ortega, just not yet making a move. So, drivers trying to be sensible, I suppose, and just trying to do what they can to keep the car clean. Nothing too aggressive been seen a little bit recently as Schuett dives it into the corner.
It seems like Cole Wilson is definitely holding them up, but how can they get by him? If he just holds the outside, he can sort of dictate how people get around him.
Yes, he can, as Brendan Schuett looking on the outside of CJ Erdman now. Schuett continuing to have probably one of his best races of the season, running currently in 5th, looking for 4th here, as Erdman runs very high.
Yep.
Cut back down. He's gonna try and get the run on Erdman, or on Cole Wilson. Ooh, Schuett and McGillen making a little bit of contact on the straightaway, I think.
Very high line for McGillen. I don't know if that was the play, but
I have a feeling it was not.
I mean, maybe he's gonna, try to get some rubber in there, see what he can do, because he cleared Schuett.
Yes, he has. He's up in the 5th. McGillen, who was running a bit further back earlier on. Also, worth mentioning that McGillen has this track seemed to be the closest he came to winning here in the HRL Cup Series, where he went just toe to toe with Christian Herklotz for victory in overtime, and unfortunately for him, fell just short. So maybe looking for a bit of redemption here today.
Yeah, this would be his first career win. But obviously you have to pass the XMS teammates up front.
Yeah, and I think that's, after last week in Vegas, I think that's going to be pretty difficult for anyone, admittedly.
But all it takes is like one late race restart, as we saw last year at Phoenix.
It's true. It literally only takes one yellow flag to throw a race on its head. And right now, CJ Erdman still looking to get by Cole Wilson. It just can't find a way through. As
here
McGillen,
comes Colin McGillen.
Yeah, McGillen, he's not waiting around. Has he saved his tires a bunch? Or is he just maybe finding better pace with the older tires?
I think he saved his tires because he was in the back of the pack for the majority of the run.
Well, we'll see what he
Spice
can
it
do
up, BMR.
All right, guest. Sorry, bit of a.
I don't know what that was.
I mean, he could have stayed if he wanted.
Trevor's looking. All right, trying to find position. Cole Wilson has built a little bit of a gap to Erdman now, so I think Wilson may be finding pace again.
That's a pretty decent gap in 2 laps.
Yeah, it is. See just what he can do here.
I think they are going to do a one-stop race because look, it's already lap 54 coming to the line.
Yeah, I think it's possible. But I worry about the tires. Admittedly, they're doing fine now. But
I mean, ultimately,
we'll see.
We got reports that this tire fall off was maybe about a second and a half in 35 laps. So I'm assuming they might be 2 seconds. Oh, Schuett in the wall. Looks like Erdman
Spotter never called you
put
outside. That's on me.
Yeah, bit of a contact entering turn 1. Oh, here comes Pikas to the inside of McGillen.
Let me guess, it's pacing on the spot.
See if he can capitalize on this checkup.
No,
Ooh, Schuert's getting really close to the wall.
Lap times and never called outside.
Yes, he is, and Genzo's looking on the inside. Right behind is Ronan Suarez, who's been lurking at the back of the pack this entire time. I wonder if he'll actually be able to pass these guys, because he's just been sitting back there.
He's just been slowly gaining time. Like, he passed to CJ Clark, not... I mean, CJ Clark just...
No.
Oh, Pikas around by Ronan Suarez.
I mean, he's not, but technically he is a lot of fun.
Oh, boy.
The yellow flag is out.
Well, that
ruins everything.
That throws... What even happened?
Genzo, I actually gotta stop, like, getting into you, bro.
So Ronan Suarez and Kenneth Pikas make heavy contact. They spin. Track stays, or race stays green.
It was caution.
No, yeah.
Caution right there, because
okay.
they were stopped.
Gotcha. It didn't show on.
Just so you know, Sir Ice, you're like super quiet compared to Dark and Young
Let me know.
Dagan.
How about now? You gotta check me now.
Well, I'll check in a second.
I don't know. I mean, it was a really slight
Pace car's out. So now I wonder. We're at the halfway point, or well, we will be at the halfway point. Is it just go to the end?
Do you have to stay on the right side of the white line through the turn?
I think it is go to the end. I think it's going to be a fuel-saving race now. Because they might go green with 61 to go.
Ooh, okay,
No, definitely.
well.
Yeah, this is easily a one-stop race.
Drivers coming down pit road, the entire field down pit road. So pit strategy taken out of the mix here. We'll obviously see
This dust is
where
confusing me.
there's an odd amount of dust coming up. We are in the desert.
You see, that's why you don't come down before the white line and try and cut pit road.
As everyone gets into their pit box
Yeah, I know. I thought that was my fault.
cleanly.
Like was there some confusion? Looks like the 83 came down a little early entering pits, or is...
Potentially.
Oh, he loses a lot
Wilson,
of spots
I think,
in
got
that
out
spin.
ahead of Carey on pit road.
Yes, he does.
Sounded no better, by the way.
No better?
And also, I am
I tried to get second.
so loud.
Then that's your fault, bud. Okay.
As
He's ruining the professionality of this.
Hey, do you want to VC?
Oh, did they speed?
Oh!
Wow.
Oh no, he did not speed, he's just coming back down pit road. I think they're really stressed about the fuel. Look at, we're halfway.
What are they... Huh?
I think they're...
What were they waiting for?
It was way too fast. Ugh.
Huh. I don't know. What is happening?
I apologize if I'm still quiet, I'm working on the microphone, but right now it seems like
It's supposed to be on the outside, that's not.
they're worrying about the pits. They're worrying about their fuel.
Track racing's kind of hard, but I guess that's the thing.
Well, I mean, they made 55 with no issue.
Not gonna lie, I thought it was just an EOL, not a drive-through.
So,
I have no clue what I did wrong.
Huh.
I was doing my lead dog thing, and I don't know why I got a black flag. So could I clear
Okay,
it?
so drivers
I said I was passing people.
having
I
to
think.
catch back up to
Thank
the
you.
pack, so they can.
Green flag, green flag.
I'm not even sure how
Yeah, now
concerning the
it
fuel
says
could be.
passing
They're at
everywhere.
halfway now. We're racing again here at Phoenix, and I'm not sure who leads. Ronan Suarez jumping down to the bottom. Oh, very bottom, all the way to the wall.
Oh,
taking the
yeah.
front line on these spins.
Uh-oh, watch out, watch out.
Unfortunate for Ronan Suarez. He was trying to
Trying to serve
get what he
his...
can. There's Carey's leading. Where is Ortega gone?
Oh, they pit again. They didn't...
They
Ortega,
catch up.
what?
Oh no! Ortega's Is
What
he, or is that
happened?
smoke off the pit lane?
No, he is done.
He's blown up.
Alexander
Wait, look and see.
Ortega.
He was trying to catch the pace car, and he just loses
Oh
it.
no!
Oh, and he lost it. What?
And is that that's
Alexander
engine damage?
Ortega.
Wrecking on the back, in the middle of the racetrack.
Wrecking on the back?
Oh, Alexander
no.
Martinez.
Cole and I had to nearly get in the wall.
Going, I'm
Is
not
that another car in
sure.
front of him?
No, I think that's
How
just
is that
dust.
not a
it's-
yellow?
Okay. Just one car.
We're gonna look and see what happened really quick.
Cole and I's race unless there's a yellow.
Oh, Martinez. What in the world?
Yeah, no, usually
get
if
hit?
multiple cars have to check up like 20 seconds, it's not a caution, it's only if they like blow up, I guess. Everyone
Did
had
he
to
get
check up,
hit?
like, 3 of
That's
us
what it
had
looked
hit the
like.
wall to avoid it, and he was stopped
That
in
was
the middle of
such
the
a
track.
like violent spin.
He maybe
Anyways.
probably got tapped in the back.
That's
Oh,
what I
CJ
think
Clark up to second place. How'd that happen?
I'm not sure. As I was about to say, back to the race here. Yeah, CJ Clark running in second, so having a very good run right now. I mean, he was running with this group earlier on.
I get back going
before,
like, if I stay
and
in a 5-car wreck and we
just
all
kind
get
of started
back
falling
going,
off
is
as the
that
tires
not a
got worse.
caution?
Maybe didn't manage enough. As here he comes, he might start challenging Joshua Carey for the lead.
You know what the hell I mean? If
CJ Clark is known for his,
That's a crazy caution, by the way.
passive driving style.
Yeah.
I think he might even let a few cars by because he
Cole
really
and I
likes
lost-
to,
Cole
play the
Wilson
long
and I
run
lost,
strategy.
like, 8 seconds on the
As you
pack
see,
'cause we had to hit
Jourdain
the
White
wall to avoid
trying to
them.
get a run.
Is as they're both closing up to Joshua Carey here. They're getting right to his bumper, and
Yeah, they are. I think Joshua Carey is playing the same game he did last time. I think, honestly, it could be... I don't know what their fuel situation was coming to the caution, but considering Ortega pit again for fuel, they must have been pushing it really close.
must have been. But I mean, the fact that they made it the first time shows that they can pretty, I imagine, easily do it again, because that's
what
same
I'm wondering.
situation would just play out the same way.
How bad's my
And not to mention that they were battling quite hard at the beginning as well with Cole Wilson. So you take the battling out of that because Cole Wilson had dropped back quite far.
Yep. Cole Wilson's going to have to make up
worry that
a
hard.
few seconds. Well, multiple seconds, actually.
Can he do it? I mean,
Is he
I
half
may be
a lap
remembering
down?
incorrect. He might be actually. I might be remembering incorrectly, but I swear I remember the ARCA race here. It might have been the first season of HRL. I'm not entirely sure. Diego Roldan had fallen like multiple seconds back and kind of drove and got the gap back. Wasn't for the win, but he was quite far back and still managed to get it back
Hey, Ronan, if I get by
to his
you,
original
can you tell me
position.
how bad my right
So it's not impossible to do here. You just
not
really
too
have
bad.
to be on it.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
As Mike
All right,
Jensen on the outside of Michael Wolf. As 26 will go just all the way to the bottom. Try to get clear. Can't entering the corner. A little bit of a shake from the 13 entering that car, showing that maybe
That's
a
my
little
fault, I
bit
got
displeased with the
time
handling of the car.
I'm really curious to see. Oh, what did
CJ
Carey
Clark off the
get
lead.
checked up?
I think he did.
Oh,
Here
car in the
comes
wall.
CJ Clark
Okay.
for the lead, and Carey trying to hold on to it on the outside. CJ Clark on the inside. There is plenty of room between them, and Carey gets the drive off the corner, and he will hold the lead for now, but clearly showing that he may not be invincible in this lead.
Did he hit the wall off exit? Maybe he just.
He
Yeah, I
had to,
think
right?
he probably did that. Just on throttle too early. TJ Clark trying to keep up with him by cutting the dog leg.
Very easy to do.
Sorry,
To run out wide and hit the wall there. Obviously, you want to try and prevent it, even though it is easy to do. But right now, this top 5 has stayed relatively the same. Well, it has stayed the exact same, actually. Joshua Carey, CJ Clark, Jordan White. I think that was Kenneth Pikas in 4th, and then Mike Jensen in 5th. Here on lap 73 of 120. We are far past the halfway point, and we're coming up on the 2/3 mark, where drivers are going to start really thinking about, do we have enough fuel to go to the end? Think now that the gap that Cole Wilson is trying to make up won't be easy on outright pace, but the fact that these drivers are having to save probably means it's not going to be impossible. I mean, he's 6.7 seconds back. Can he do it?
I personally think the pitting again may have been the wrong call. Cautions are too short of a period to maybe pull that off. If it's a super speedway, you got plenty of track too, going in again. But Cole Wilson's, he has to overcome a time deficiency and a tire deficiency. He's going to have to push his tires twice as hard to gain that much time, and you can't physically gain half a track in a normal tire cycle, I don't think.
I'd have to agree. This is I mean, all for how much fuel? What, like half a lap?
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to spend more fuel. It's like Formula E. You're going to, if you want to get to the front, you're going to have to spend, like, in their terms, 0.5% more.
Just to get to where you want to be. And all of that just to end up losing that half.
Yeah.
Because you're having to push.
Yep.
I don't think it was the right call.
If they had caught the end of the pack, I'm sure their talent alone could get them, quite a few spots. But then your tires are hot.
Well, it's certainly
close on the bumper.
Close on the bumper is CJ Clark. He's lurking in behind Joshua Carey, and finishing up on the. Can Cole Wilson gain that gap back? Wilson is currently the fastest car on track at the moment, so he's definitely pushing.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that too much to heart, because you're the fastest 20 laps in, but we have to go another 40 laps, and so you could lose maybe double your time in the next half a
CJ
stint.
Clark.
Oh, to the outside.
Lead. Big move on the outside. Here comes CJ Clark. They bang doors down the straightaway.
Can he do it?
Jordan White sitting in behind as well, looking to pick up the pieces, and CJ Clark, he's not going to have the drive off the corner to duck underneath as White. Ooh.
He entered way too high. He wasn't able to squeeze Carey down. Now here comes Jordan White, able to clear him.
Yes, he is. So big move there for Jordan White. He showed in other races, most notably Homestead, that he was able to be one of the top drivers as the tire wear began to progress. So maybe showing that right now is also, I'm just going to point this out. Anyone looking at Ronan Suarez, kind of ignore him for the moment. He is a lap down to these drivers.
Okay.
That's not for position.
Oh, yes, he is.
Nearest car for position to CJ Clark is the 83 car of Kenneth Pikas, and then Mike Jensen in behind with CJ Erdman there as well. Erdman also was running really well earlier and starting to make up those pieces now.
I think Ronan Suarez is going to unlap himself.
Know how to run up so
long.
But still, if we go green the whole way, unlapping yourself, that you still got to make a whole nother lap to catch up to the rest of the field.
Yeah, that's not going to be easy, as Cole Wilson and Brennan Schuett, two of the drivers that did pit again, have caught the back of the pack, and the gap we're looking at, it was last time we touched up on it was about 10 laps ago, I think, and the gap was 6.7 seconds. In 10 laps, it's 6.2.
Sorry, Josh.
Okay.
absolutely
Easy now. Easy.
not enough.
Oh, careful, Shuit.
Oh, shoot. Never mind patience. I want to go. Shuit looking on the inside of Nathan Smith and trying to just follow Cole Wilson through this group of cars, and then they'll get a little bit of clean air once they get past these two, and then car ahead. I'm not entirely sure who that is. I think it's a... Actually, I'm not sure. So things shaking out. Matt Mingo in the number 12? The bit rate dropped for a second there. 112. Okay. Could not see the other one. As Cole Wilson, sparing no prisoners right now, immediately jumps up and gets past these groups. So trying to gain time. But he's lost an extra quarter of a second trying to pass these cars. Here comes Brendan Shuit as well, just diving through on the inside of the 18.
I'm impressed with Shuit. He's
Shuit
really
is
keeping up with Cole Wilson.
That's certainly no easy feat to accomplish, as we saw earlier in the race, running up in front with the leaders, and then Shuit also doing the same, just couldn't really drive up to the front, as right now, what can these two do later on? We'll cut to the gap again. Cole Wilson 6.6, Brendan Shuit 6.9. They've lost, so the net gain right now is about a 10th from where it was.
Yeah,
not good.
It's lap traffic to them, or well, it means for position, but it's the same sort of mindset you have to go through with lap traffic.
Yeah,
and these leaders up front, they're not even pushing; they're taking it easy because they know they have another 30 laps to go.
It's yeah. There's nothing really else to say. I think that probably will go down as one of the worst strategy calls we've seen in a while.
In the
nicest way possible.
The nicest way, I would say, they took a chance, but I think they ultimately just they didn't get caught up to the pace car in time.
Yeah. Well, obviously it could pay off. Who knows?
I still doubt it, because even if a caution comes out, everyone has to pit.
Yeah, it's... I say we just had pointed out to us.
It's gonna be you, man.
Probably wasn't helped by having to check up for the 38 of Alex Martinez.
Because Shuit did have to check up a ton. I remember
Shuit had to check up, and so did Wilson.
Yeah,
I was so clear you just drove in my quarter.
So that's crucial seconds in the early stages of the restart.
Yeah, Brendan Shuit has fallen off of Cole Wilson. What has happened to the 09?
Brendan, you gotta try my strategy. Just send it as far in as you can in turn one and then flat up.
Cole Wilson has gained 3/10 back to where he was. Never mind, he just lost a 10th.
I don't want to kill my tires exactly, but
he's pulled away from Shuit.
Oh, into the wall hard. That's front right. That's damage to the front right.
Oh no!
Significant damage to the front right of Brendan Shuit. Wow.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure how that happened.
Right front damage on a right front heavy track. Oh boy.
Yeah, not.
I mean, that happened to Pikas as well.
Yeah.
Early on the restart, I think he hit the wall, but it wasn't quite as hard.
Tough luck for Brendan Shuit, who had a great run going. Here comes Color McGillen. I'm not sure if this is for position. I think it is. This is for position on Isaac Hurd then. I think that moves him up into...
What happened to Colin McGillen? What did he mess up on pit road?
No, 7th.
Because Colin McGillen was battling for, I think, 5th at the end of the last. Maybe he just, so it's easy to mess up in pit road. I've done it multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him make mistakes on pit road before. Certainly not a stranger to it. As mean as that sounds. Right on board with CJ Erdman now, looking at the lead group up in front. CJ Clark's falling back to Kenneth Pikas. So I think that one car starting to maybe fall away like it did in the early stages of the race.
Yeah, Ronan Suarez has not made any ground to getting his lap back.
No, not in the slightest. He's kind of just rode around idle. That's going to Pikas taking different lines, trying to look for a way to get by CJ Clark. CJ Clark in the wall. Here may be his opportunity.
No, that was Suarez.
No, so Clark got in the wall too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, pretty hard. He lost about a tenth, maybe half a tenth to Pikas down the straightaway. Because these two are still just looking for a way by Ronan Suarez right now, as he may be holding them up from the front
a little bit higher.
He's just looking for a way around right now.
As Carey
coming easy.
Carey still has a pretty nice lead currently.
Yeah, not falling too far back is Carey, or not falling back into the clutches of Jordan White. I mean, Clark loose on entry there. Car is getting a little sketchy, I think, on that one car.
Yeah, I wonder how these cars exactly feel, because it's a really smooth surface. You can kind of get away with some setup changes. So I'm wondering if these are loose exit, maybe tight, a loose entry, tight exit.
It's looked that way so far today. As Kenneth Pikas slots right in front of CJ Clark. Yeah, that was about as efficient as you like in a overtake, as Pikas drives off the corner, and he sets his sights on the white bumper of the 54 and the green bumper of the 81. As CJ Clark now about to get passed by CJ Erdman. Yes, it is, but I mean, who knows? Maybe him riding in behind these cars for a while has allowed him to save more tires than they have at the front. Maybe Jordan White's pushing Carey to push more. But
still, I want to know what their fuel situation is. Because those pushing to get some track position, is that gonna lose them, like crucial fuel, and they end up just running out before the finish? I don't know.
I mean, maybe. It's very hard to tell. Right now, really just doing what they can. CJ Clark tries to look up the inside, shows his nose. Just doesn't have the momentum through the corner.
I would say if you've already lost these positions, I'd say focus on getting some heat out of your tires. Focus on maybe saving for 10 laps, and then maybe 10 laps ago, that's when you fully push.
Maybe is yeah, we only have 21 to go here. Is Clark McGillen looking up the inside on Mike Jensen for 7th?
He doesn't have the momentum.
No, he doesn't. Mike Jensen is going to be able to get the run on the outside. Will he clear him?
Yep.
Yes, just barely. So drivers...
This must be really frustrating to get around people.
Yeah, especially at this point in the tire run, where, I mean, if you try to pick up the throttle on exit to, undercut someone, you might just spin the rears. I mean, no front grip. As
Jordan White.
What happened to the 54? Did I?
What has happened? What has happened to the 54?
No.
Jordan White, being reported, might have lost connection.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That is wildly
54,
unfortunate.
I was looking at my mirror,
running in second place, and it looked like might have been able to challenge for the lead.
Yeah.
Has disconnected from this race.
Wow. Yeah, look at on the ticker, it's showing him 100 laps down, which is not true, but
wow. I mean, just wow.
So I guess now can Pikas gain a second?
Yes, he can. I mean, he just gained a 10th and a half that last lap.
Did he?
Yes. It went from 1.17 to 1.012.
This
could
be
over. McGillen Still looking for a way by the number 13.
Yeah. You're going to have to just, ideally, if you want to get around, you have to,
Oh, there
get
it
to
goes.
their outside now and keep, no. Oh, no.
Doesn't have the momentum. Whoa!
Okay, you got to stay on the outside until, entry of the corner, because if you try to pass on the inside, you lose the momentum advantage.
Right now, Jensen is defending very well to hold this position at the moment. Kind of taking the air away from him. But here comes Kohler McGillen. He dives into the corner. Will he be able to keep it off exit?
He's there.
Yeah, Jensen leaves plenty of room for Kohler McGillen, and McGillen will not wait. He's going to take it to the outside. Jensen got very loose entering. You could see a little bobble from the rear of the car as they go side by side through 3. Great battle between the 7 and the 13 is down into turn 4. McGillen is able to jump through and get into, I think that'd be 7th position now.
Yeah, he's pulling away now.
Yeah, he is immediately building a gap. As
this is Cole Wilson getting to the back of Isaac Herr.
Still
for
trying to recover.
Battle for 8th, 9th?
Yes, it is. I think. Yes, it is.
Yep.
So he's still lost time. He's actually lost a second since we last checked
Oh, he
up.
has. I mean, that's what he was burning his tires up by being the fastest car. That's just what happens.
Has not played into favor of Cole Wilson. It was certainly
I wonder what this is going to do to Ortega's points lead. I mean, 17th. It could be worse. This could be a 30-car field, but
that's
still,
true.
that you don't. I mean, there's four drop races, so I think he'll be fine. But ideally, you don't want to have this happen.
Yeah, definitely not. But I mean, it's better it happen now than it does in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Which is what happened.
I can't believe it happened
last
the
year.
way it happened.
Yeah, you never see
unforced
something
error.
like that.
Just outright pushing too hard, trying to catch the pace car. McGillen also right to the back of Michael Wolf now.
Let's see what he's able to do. If he's able to get the outside again.
So he sets it up. He goes really high, looks to his outside, gets the air off the right front, gets some downforce on it, and cuts back underneath, try to get the exit off the corner. And will he just drive it into the final corner here?
Yeah, he drove it into the outside, but
we have
see if he has the exit.
Whoa. Yes, he does.
Okay. Yeah, but he doesn't have the track right now because he's still on the outside. Oh, no, he's there. Loses it on entry.
Yeah, McGillen's going to have to fight for this, admittedly, as Michael Wolf drives to the inside. I think McGillen's actually going to have a shot here. Yes, he does. To the outside comes Kohler McGillen, who is now looking for 5th. Drives it in.
Wolf might let him have it.
You can't really find this on the outside.
That's a high line.
Did he keep it out of the wall?
Yeah, he did, but just barely.
Wow, so Kohler McGillen in that 7 car, hard charging through the positions right now. He's now gets to the top 5. So a great drive from Kohler McGillen as Cole Wilson also
he's 5th
now having to deal with what McGillen was dealing with earlier.
Yep. But I think Cole Wilson has the aggression that I think Kohler McGillen lacks. Not in a bad way, but just different driving styles.
Yeah. Well, 9 to go.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Race has gone by quick, as we're coming up on the hour mark now.
Yeah, Pikas hasn't exactly gained any time, so I think, as it stands, Joshua Carey is going to be able to cruise to a victory.
It'd be his first of the season.
Yeah. No, it'd be second. I think he won. He won Daytona.
Did he win Daytona?
Yeah.
Okay.
After getting demolished in the ARCA Daytona race.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it continues to be XMS domination of the field. There was a bit of a break from it with Diego Rodon winning last week out in Vegas.
Yep.
But it's straight back to the usual if things hold as they are.
This would be the 83's third second place finish in a row if he's able to complete this.
I mean, in part, you can't really complain. Well, I mean, you can complain about finishing second 3 times in a row because, like, you're so close. You were right there. You could literally reach out and just touch the win. But I mean, in the sense of a points, spot, being able to get 3 consecutive second place finishes is huge.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still, like, psychologically, that is just crushing. As Mike Jensen, he's not letting this go. As he's given just as much of a hard time to Cole Wilson as McGillen had, and he just tries to go to the inside and he doesn't have the move. Doesn't have the room to go for it.
But I think Cole Wilson is going to be willing to use his bumper.
I think so, but Mike Jensen, he just drives it up. He tries to give him just enough room, and then kind of shuts the door. Exit. Well, maybe he does. He gets to
he has the exit, but he's still on the inside, which, well, let's see what he does.
It's not proved well for him so far. You can see the car wiggling under braking.
Yeah.
Whoa, they run it in on his door.
Maybe that was it. Is he going to clear?
Surely. I mean, he gets all the way to the inside of the dog.
Easily.
He's just clear. And Cole Wilson moves up into 7th place now. Still trying to recover from the early pit stop or the early strategy call that kind of took him out of contention for the win here. And he's not done. He's definitely not done. Whoa, Jensen almost loses rear under braking. As right now it is. We'll see if he can get 6th. But right now it doesn't look. Well, I mean, it's possible. It's going to be hard.
2 laps to go, so
it's going to be tight. As Rajon Koch
is he out of
on
fuel?
pit road, maybe. Uh-oh.
He's run out of gas, Mr. Carey.
Oh, wait, what?
Could this be?
Wait, what did Pika say?
Please run out of gas, Carey.
Oh, okay.
So just joking there between the front 2.
Yeah, I thought you said he was out of gas. Oh
no! Oh, Michael Wolff in the wall.
This might give 6th place to Cole Wilson.
Well, we will see as 2 laps to go. Here as coming to 1 to go. Joshua Carey has lap traffic in front of him, so I think that's probably played a little bit of a part in the gap. Final lap. Joshua Carey. He has, since the beginning, controlled a lot of this race, and Joshua Carey at the last corner will win at Phoenix. What a race for the 81 car, and here comes Mike Jensen back on the inside trying to look for P7. He makes contact with Wilson. They go, I'm not sure if Jensen's going to be able to hold that. Cole Wilson slow to the line, and Mike Jensen gets P7 maybe. I imagine under.
Oh. Who?
Cole Wilson in the air.
Oh, did he?
Good race.
Oh, he did?
Oh.
Despite well, there you go. In case you need more proof that
and then he came down. Wow, you're right. Yeah, that's all it took because he had to gain, half a lap worth of fuel, and that's exactly what it took.
Wow.
I'm literally sputtering into my pit stall.
Wow.
Joshua Carey burns it down. He has enough fuel to do this.
Not going to have to switch any secondary fuel pumps on to do this. Joshua Carey burns it down and immediately runs out.
These guys, great battle.
Wow, that shows you how worried Ortega was about this.
I think that was
that's
going to be short on fuel, and I just started saving it.
I think it's just It clearly showed that it wouldn't have worked even with that pitting because
I even pulled
you have
into
to push
pit
to make
road
up the
on
gap,
final
and
lap of caution, and I still
Carey ran out, or
before
not
the
Carey.
line.
Cole
did
Wilson ran out
Brendan
right half
Schuett
lap.
run out before the line?
Oh!
Wow.
The reason I didn't catch up to the field is because I refueled another time.
Wow.
And it still was
So all of the cars that pit out of fear that they wouldn't have enough fuel ran out of fuel, and the cars that stayed out and knew in their mind that they need to stretch this made it to the end.
That's insane.
What a strategy race. That's awesome. But it's still, I mean, I think that anyone that did pit will probably look back at this race and say that, well, at least I tried. That's all you really can do, I suppose. I
guess there is that, but
not how you want to have that be the result of. Joshua Carey out of fuel at the line. Kenneth Pikas in second. CJ Erdman third. CJ Clark fourth. Colin McGillen fifth. Michael Wolf sixth. Mike Jensen seventh. Cole Wilson eighth. Isaac Hurd ninth. And Shane Morris 10th. That is your top 10 rounded out here at Phoenix. So overall, DMR
a very calm race, but very
calm.
strategic.
Very strategic. How will this impact Alexander Ortega's points lead going forward, especially since P2 in points just won the race? It'll certainly bring him closer to Ortega. I think actually it might have him overtake Ortega's points lead because the points gap is 16 between them.
Oh yeah, I think that's true. But ultimately, when the playoffs it comes down to the drop races. So
yeah, that's
for
true.
now, Carey will be the points leader, but until we get to 3 races to go into the playoffs, that's when we'll see the true points situation.
Yes, it will. Well, what a great day of racing here in HRL.
Oh, wait, we have Joshua Carey. Do we want to interview?
do we want to do interviews? Joshua Carey, how do you... I mean, it was domination for most of the race and a mix of strategy. How'd you do it?
I don't really know. The start of the race just didn't push my tires to begin with, and I could tell Cole wanted to go, so...
Yeah.
Eventually, great what you would call at the beginning.
I don't know what his first lap antics were, because none of us are Corey Haim. But anyway, settled into the race. I think he got by me eventually. He got by me and Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Alexander Ortega. And we doored each other a few times, I think.
Yeah, there was
some contact.
A lot of contact between both of you.
I moved him, and then I got sent to somewhere.
This is just an unknown location.
I just got sent to I got sent to an unknown location, and then in 4, after he got back to my inside. And then it took me like 30 laps to clear him, I think.
Yeah, for the first stint.
For the first stint, yeah, it took. I think me and Alex finally got around after like 30, 40 laps.
Yeah, you guys just pulled away as soon as you did.
And even then, I had to force the move and tight clear him in 1 and 2. Well, hell, it looks like I doored him out of the way, then tight cleared. But then as soon as we cleared Cole Wilson, like, it was a 2-horse race once again.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we saw all race long that like making passes was incredibly difficult. You had to really set it up on the outside if you wanted to get anywhere clear.
But then we kept pulling away from Cole, and I think it was like a 1.5 seconds at one point. Then we realized we want to go 60 laps because then it'll be a one-stop race. So then I think we got it up to like 1.7. Then we both fuel saved, and he got it back to 1 second. But then it didn't matter in the end because the caution came out.
Yeah. So I'm really curious. What was the field distance like? Full push.
55.
Really?
Between 55 and 60, but if you fuel save, you can.
Yeah, I mean, even if you have to tire save anyway, so that's going to give you some lap advantage.
Yeah,
so
then
I'm assuming.
Cole,
Yeah,
then
they
Cole
went.
and Alex sped on pit road, if I'm not wrong.
No, did they speed or I mean they ended up
They
going
both
in
sped.
again.
They both sped to begin
Oh,
with.
okay.
And then did you see what happened to Alex?
Yeah, we
He
watched the
overcorrected,
replay.
didn't he? Yeah.
He's trying to catch up to the pace car. Yeah. We were assuming
Watching that
they
back.
went back into pits for extra fuel.
Well, yeah, I think he topped off because he knew he was going to be at the back anyway.
Yeah.
But then
just an unforced error.
Coming back to the green flag or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was
really
the green.
hard. I think knocked the right front wheel out of alignment.
Yeah.
You'd see here just pushing through turn 4. Just lost the rear, and then, just overcorrected hard into the wall.
It looks like he didn't even see that coming.
No. Possibly cold tires, but
yep.
Sometimes that's just how this track plays out. This track has not admittedly treated Ortega well in the past, so not too surprising. And then here's the Suarez spin, just trying to push on cold tires and maybe taking a bit too much speed entering turn 1 or turn 2. Sorry. So drivers certainly experimented today.
Yeah, then after the caution, I felt pretty comfortable. I mean, I think it was Jordan, maybe CJ got into me, I think, in 3 and 4 one time.
Oh, yeah, when
Brendan, if
Clark was behind you.
Overruled as like a racing incident,
and then Jordan,
how am I gonna
get,
CJ
just sent it up the track. Then Jordan got clear of CJ the next lap, I'm pretty sure. And then from there, I just felt comfortable because I don't know if Jordan didn't want to make a pass or couldn't make a pass, but
he was keeping a consistent distance to you. It seemed
mean, it never felt like anyone was going to pass me at that point. I was just lifting as I needed to get the fuel mileage, and got to a point where I think I was like a 2.5 seconds clear in the end.
Yep.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw the 83. Well, I saw Jordan getting like 4 car lengths, 5 car lengths, 6 car lengths, but then he disappeared entirely.
Yeah, internet disconnected.
But even the gap to Kennan, I could see was just 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So I just kept doing what I was doing. I was just really comfortable to the end of the race then.
Well, certainly a great race for you, Carey. This is where we're going to end off. Thank you all for joining us here today at Phoenix Raceway. What a enjoyable race it was. Join us back next week for Auto Club at the same time. We will be back. This has been HRL from Phoenix.